Alright, welcome back to another video on how to secure yourself financially. And here, just to make a quick recap of the cash flow statement. A report that shows the company's inflow and outflow of cash. And it's very important because company need to have on hand cash to pay its expense or purchase assets. And while the income statements can tell you whether a company generate or make a revenue, a cash flow statement can tell you whether a company generate cash over a period of time. And this report use all the data from some of the data from the balance sheet and the income statement. The bottom line of this statement showed the net increase and decrease of cash over a period of time. And this is generally made of three parts, where each part review the cash from one of these activities: the operating, investing, and financing activities. So when I look at the operating, which is the day-to-day activities that a company needs to do to run their business. So the cash flow statement it analyzes the net income from the income statement and conciliate that with the total cash that a company use from that a company use for or receive from operating activities. And to do this, well, it adjusts the net income for any non-cash items that affect the income statement, such as depreciation and amortization, stock-based compensation, and additionally any cash that was used on or received from operating assets and liabilities, meaning operating assets such as accounts receivable or others, something that they describe here, by other operating assets and liabilities. And when I mention here operating assets, or when I look at the operating assets, whether it's cash receivable, inventory, prepay expense, which is expense that is paid in advance to enjoy for things in the future or in the near future, such as premium insurance, whether it's health for medical coverage, home to coverage in the event of any damage to your home or belongings, vehicles, life, so it protects or it covers or for coverage in the event of the policy holder's death, liabilities, for example, lawsuits, disability, for coverage in the event of an individual suffer an accident that prevent from working, or long-term care, such as nursing home care or home health care. Another prepaid expense is rent, marketing, office supplies, software license, or maintenance contract. Another operating assets here is uh, property, plant, and equipment, intangible assets, whether is a patent that provide exclusive right to the um, owners or to the cre- to the inventors, exclusive right to use, manage, and sell their invention over a period of time, similar to the copyright, but here it protects uh, the creator of original content or work, again to use and distribute that over a period of time. Trademark, which are symbols or words, designs, even audio that separate this company from the competition. Trade secrets, the exchange of the confidential data to gain competitive advantage. Customer relationship and goodwill, which is the brand's reputations, recognitions, and customer loyalty. Another operating assets is the investment in affiliate. So you may wonder, it's like, where do you get all of this? Because I asked ChatGPT about that. Okay, so in and for me, this is something very very important, especially if you're going to conduct a business. Okay, you might use ChatGPT to sidekick, right? Uh, where now you look for other mentors out there. Hmm. Yeah, when you look at to other mentors out there. And that is so, like this list, okay? Investment in affiliates. When I asked ChatGPT about that, investment in affiliate, give me some example of that. So, well, after all, these are investments that a company or even yourself, if you see yourself as a company, this is investment that a company. I'm going to make a quick pause here. Just to put some rubber band or this dentist rubber band. Hmm. Okay, good. So yes, this investment in affiliates company or even individuals, you can see yourself as a company that invests in other companies to gain some influence but not total control. And the whole idea of this is to make a return or made a to earn a return from the investment or to gain strategic advantage. So when I look at a couple examples like joint ventures, a partnership between one company, a partnership between two or more companies to undertake a specific business activity, such as trucks, uh, and Post Malone, all right? So they create this joint venture specifically for Crocs to sell their sandals with Post Malone imprint. And this is an example of these joint ventures, okay? And after all, each company owns a share of the joint venture. So you have joint venturing in Spanish. This is compañías conjuntas, joint ventures. Equity investment. So a company may purchase significant stake in another company's stocks, giving it partial ownership and potentially a voice in the other company's management decision, where this is the most common activities that happen, you know? This is the most common activity in operation here. Equity investment. So when a company purchases significant stake in another company stocks, giving it partial ownership and potentially a voice in the other company management decision. And this is something crucial because it is funny if you see that, for example, how your parents, friends, family, known people tell you what to do with your life. This is kind of the situation where now when a company purchases a significant stake of your company stocks, it might or it so it gives partial ownership and potentially a voice in the management, in the company's management, in my company management decision. So a very, very important things to know. Very, very important things to know here. Mhm. So okay, this is equity investment, right? So a company purchased significant amount of stakes in another company stocks, giving it partial ownership and potentially a voice in the company's management decision. A critical, very, very critical here. An example of this is Twitter and Elon Musk, right? So Elon Musk buy large amount or significant. I think Elon Musk Elon Musk purchased not Twitter, but it purchased. Elon Musk complete 44 billion deal on to own Twitter. In this case, this investor or this owner, this you can see Elon Musk as a company, right? Okay. A timeline of Elon Musk takeover of Twitter. The serial entrepreneur. April 2022, May and June 2022, July and September 2022. Unable to come to an agreement over the bot issue, Twitter sued Musk in Delaware court to enforce the $44 billion deal. October, as the trial approached and marked its increasingly predicted verdict in favor of Twitter, resubmitted his bid to acquire the company for 54.20 if Twitter agreed to head off a trial. As the deal nears, the Washington Post report Musk intends to lay off massive number of employees after the acquisition is complete. Though Twitter general counsel tells workers not to believe what it called rumors. Those job cuts come swiftly after Musk takeover and total about half of Twitter's payroll. Musk also write a note to advertising, pleading Twitter will not become a free-for-all hellscape. On October 28, Musk officially consumed the acquisition takeover Twitter and promptly fires key executives, including CEO Parag Agrawal and policy directors Vijaya Gad. Musk arrived in notably hailed by libertarian and right-leaning pundit. Hmm. 3 months of severance. If they did not consent of this condition or support his vision for Twitter 2.0. But that's exactly what happened. Well, in this case, is total purchase, right? In this case, it's total purchase. In this case, it's total purchase. But that's one of the case of equity investment, okay, or an example of investment in affiliate, equity investment, when a company can purchase significant stake of another company's stocks, giving it influence, okay, giving it partial ownership on the company. In this case, it gives total control of the company, okay, giving it partial control or total control, and potentially a voice in the company's management decisions. But in this case, not a potentially, it is the voice of the company management decision. So it changed how things are going to be done from this moment and on. And the whole idea or the purpose of this is to improve efficiency towards a particular goal, whatever goal that Elon Musk has in mind, right? But it's that management decision. So then I look at limited partnership, which is another example. A company may invest in a limited partnership. A company may invest in a limited partnership that provide a share of ownership and control over the partnership assets and operations. Limited partnership, in contrast with joint ventures, where now there's two company, which is a partnership between two or more companies to undertake a specific business activity or a project. where each company owns a share of the joint venture, equity investment is a company or equity investment is when a company owns or is when a company purchases significant amount of stake in another company's stocks, giving it influence and potentially a voice of the company's management decision. And the limited partnership is when a company invests in this limited partnerships, okay, LLC, for example, or limited partnership. When a company invests in a limited partnership that provide a share of ownership and control over the partnership assets and operations. But after all, is that is control over the partnership assets and operations. Limited partnership. So when I ask here limited partnership, okay, to ChatGPT, a limited partnership is a type of partnership in which there are two types of partners, general partner and limited partner. Limited partnerships are often used for investment purpose, interesting, such as real estate or private equity investment. And in this context, a general partner is typically a professional investment manager or sponsor. And the limited partner are investors who provide capital but do not participate in the management of the investment. Okay. Limited partnerships are governed by a partnership agreement which outlines the right and responsibility of the partner, the distribution of profit and losses, and other important details. Limited partnerships are also subject to state law and regulations, which vary by jurisdiction. One key benefit of limited partnership is that it allows investors to participate in an investment opportunity while limiting their ability to the amount of their investment. Additionally, limited partnerships offer tax advantage, as income and loss from the partnership flow through the individual partner's tax return. However, limited partnerships also have some disadvantage, such as the potential for conflict between general and limited partners, and the fact that limited partners may have limited control over the business. Additionally, limited partnerships are subject to specific legal requirements and formalities, such as filing annual reports with the state and maintaining proper records. So, a limited partnership, which is typically made of general and limited partners, they are often used for investment purpose. Okay, but one of the trade-off is that the limited partnership or the limited partner cannot influence or have limited control over the business. Have limited control over the business, where you have this limited partnership. Also, you have associates. All right. An associate is a company in which the investor has significant influence but not control, typically through ownership of between 20 or 50% of the voting shares. So example of associate: joint venture, strategic alliance, minority owned business, subsidiaries, affiliates. Note that the classification of an entity as an associate depends on the degree of influence that the investing company has over the entity. The specific criteria may vary depending on accounting standard and legal requirement in different jurisdictions. Example of associate: is an entity in which another company has significant influence but not control, typically through owning between 20 and 50%. Example of what? So example of companies associated: Toyota and Subaru, Starbucks and Tata Global Beverage, ExxonMobil and Imperial Oil, Walmart and GD, Nestlé and L'Oreal. Nestlé has 23% stake in L'Oreal SA, making it associated of Nestlé. Toyota and Subaru. Toyota Motor Corporation has 20% stake in Subaru Corporation, making it an associate of Toyota. Starbucks and Tata Global Beverage have joint ventures called Tata Starbucks Limited, in which Starbucks holds 50% stake and Tata holds the 50% remainder. Tata Global Beverage. Tata Global Beverage. Tata Consumer Products is an Indian fast-moving consumer goods company and part of the Tata Group. Tata Global Beverage. You might say that this is something Tata Consumer Product or Tata Global Beverage. Interesting. This is a very hidden, narrow specific company. We're now Tata Consumer Product effective. We're not Tata Consumer Products, but it's an Indian fast-moving consumer goods company and a part of the Tata Group. Interesting. Tata Consumer Products. Headquarters in Kolkata, India. Kolkata, India. West Bengal. Kolkata, near to Bangladesh. Show map of Asia. Show map of world. Show all. West Bengal. Bangladesh. British colonial rule. Very, very interesting. Oh my god. The hell is this? Okay. Reminds me home. Reminds me home. And it is very humid. Average rainy days. Tata. Tata Consumer. Tata Group is a corporate group conglomerate founded in 1868. Holy what? Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore. Foundation was laid by Jamadeshi Tata. GRD Tata became chairman of Tata Group from 1938 to 1991. Tata Ratan Tata, the former chairman of the company, led the acquisition of several companies by Tata Group. Interesting. Data Trust. Launch of Sila Swatch. Data Group name. With products and services in over 150 countries and operations in 100 countries across this continent. Each data company operates independently under the guidance and supervision of its own board of directors and shareholders. Philanthropic trust control over 60%. Philanthropic trust control over 60% of the Tata holding company, Tata Sons. While the Tata family is a very small shareholder. The group's annual revenue for fiscal year 2021-2022 was reported to be 128 billion, and there are 29 publicly listed data groups companies with a combined market capitalization of this. The company has operations across Asia, Africa, America, and Middle East. Asia, Africa, America, and Middle East. Significant Tata Group affiliates include Tata Consulting Service, which is one of their affiliates I know, Tata Consumer Products, Tata Motors, Tata Power, Tata Steel, Voltas, Titan Company, Danish HQ, Tata Chemicals, Tata Communications, Trends, Tata L6, Indian Hotels Company, Air India, Tahir, Tata Click, Tata Advanced Systems, Tata Capital, Chroma, Big Basket, and Tata Starbucks. Tata Starbucks Private Limited is a limited partnership. Is a limited partnership. It is the intent of Starbucks to get into the Indian market. Yeah, they want to get into the Indian market. So Starbucks and Tata Global Beverage. So Tata Global is a conglomerate, it's a multinational conglomerate. Man, the company has operation across Asia, Africa, America, and Middle East. Significant Tata. Tata Consulting Service, Tata Consulting China, and Computational Research Laboratories, TRDDC, Tata Street, Tata Power. Wow, this is a conglomerate. This is a conglomerate? Okay, interesting. Tata Group conglomerate. Okay, Nestle and L'Oreal. Walmart and GD. Walmart Inc. has 12% stake in GD.com Inc., making it an associate of Walmart, ExxonMobil, and Imperial Oil. ExxonMobil Corporation owns 69.6% stake in Imperial Oil Limited, making it an associate of ExxonMobil. So, and again, here I'm looking is investment in affiliates, part of the operating assets. Investment in affiliates. Again, the whole idea of this is to see through the lens of accounting and business, right? Which when you put this glass, so you can see how this kind of person or this mindset or faculty actually see things. Okay. So investment in affiliate is part of the operating assets, whether it's joint ventures. So it's a partnership between two or more companies to undertake a specific business activity or operation, and each company receive a share of the joint venture, such as Crocs and Post Malone. Okay, equity investment is when a company purchases significant stake of the or another company stocks, gaining significant influence and then potentially a voice in the company's management decision. For example, Elon Musk when he bought Twitter, right? So he not he now is the voice of the company. He now is the voice of that company. Okay. He now is the voice of that company. Interesting. Okay. Another example is limited partnership, or the so I talk about joint ventures, equity investment in or investment in affiliates. Okay, like this. The other is limited partnership. A company may invest in a limited partnership that provide a share of ownership and control over the partnership assets and operations. A limited partnership. A company may invest in a limited partnership, okay, where here you have is general partner or limited partner, that this is usually this instrument's vehicle is usually used for investment. Limited partnership. So a company may invest in limited partnership that provide a share of ownership and control over the partnership assets and operations. Associates. An associate is a company in which the investor has significant influence but not control, typically through the ownership of between 20% of 50, between 20 and 50% of the voting share. This is associates. So an associate is a company. So an associate is a company in which the investor has significant influence but not control. Okay, so this the associate has significant influence but not control. So typically through ownership of between 20% or 50% of the voting share. An associate is this. So an associate is a company or an investor in which has significant influence but not control, typically through the ownership of the 20 and 50% of the voting shares. And then you have subsidiaries. While subsidiaries are typically not classified as investment in affiliate, they are similar in that a company owns and controlling stake in another company. But this is subsidiary after all, are similar in that a company owns and controlling stake in another company. Subsidiaries. Even though typically this is not an investment in affiliate, they are similar in that a company owns a controlling stake in another company. Very, very interesting. Investment in affiliates. Okay. So the TLDR of investment or investment in affiliates, right? After all, these are a company that invests in another company to gain some influence but not full control. And they made that to earn a return of investment or to gain a strategic advantage. So you have these joint ventures, equity investment, limited partnerships, associates, and subsidiaries. Okay, so that'll be all for this video. Take care. Bye bye.